See something like that? Like I had an okay score, but my accuracy was only about 80%. That speed I think is probably something to strive for, but obviously with a better accuracy than that. These are big targets, so that's definitely one I need to slow down a little bit and then come back in and try and be a little bit more accurate. I do like to do that sometimes though, where I do it really fast to see kind of where I'm at. Not bad. See, it was a little better. You up the accuracy. I mean, I hit less, but I was much more accurate, so the score actually came out a little better. Oh, they juked me. Pretty close to a high score, though. That was a good one. Gonna have to slow down a little bit again. Yeah, definitely started going a little fast there. Damn, they're juking me. Yeah, I'm just getting ahead of myself today. Every time they switch directions like that, it's tricking me every single time today. It's rough. Bad, 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 bad. Goodness gracious, this is rough. I'm gonna have to go really slow. Yeah, we're gonna have to slow it way down. I obviously cannot handle any speed today. Still missing. Remarkable. This one is being extraordinarily bad today. Better. That was about the best one I've had in a while. There we go. Not bad. Let's do one more and then the timer will be out. Better. So I kind of recovered at the end, but that one was pretty rough. So those final two actually that I did that ended up being a little bit better, I noticed that I was pulled out a little bit far from where I normally sit. So my arm was actually a little bit straighter out than I wanted it to be. So I've scooted back in and now I've got closer to a 90-degree bend in my elbow, and that's kind of more where I'm used to practicing at. I'm not sure why I was so far out. And that actually, it helped the numbers. So posture is something you want to keep in mind too while you're doing this. Make sure you're not slouching too much, you know. Being more upright will actually help you stay focused on this, and getting yourself into that same posture every single session, and then when you're playing, all of that lends itself to muscle memory. So something to keep in mind when you're going through this. You want to practice those good habits. All right, so now I've moved on to vertical LongStrafes. We are 2 exercises out from finishing this beginner routine for the day. This one I'm doing at a 0.6, and this is probably my least favorite. This one gets boring pretty fast because you're dealing with just the up and down motion on the bot, as you'll see here in a second. So let's jump into it and do commentary as we go. See, I almost tried to predict twice there. I was able to stop myself. You want to minimize those instances as much as you can. Ooh. Some sneaky strafes there. Then when you stop short, like I did just a second ago too, that's a form of prediction as well, because you're expecting it to slow down. And I do that one on this one a lot since it stops against the walls so much. On this one I don't really have any landmarks that I aim for breaks. Doing it in an entire 10 minutes is very difficult for me because it is such a dull one. So a lot of times I'll have music going in the background and pick something like every 1 to 2 songs, just take a quick pause, look out a window, stretch the wrist, that kind of thing. Having a hard time tracking down here in the low bit today. Stop too soon. Ooh, predictive. Sometimes it does help to like stand up and move around a little bit. Do some stretches that way. Kind of wake yourself back up. Oh man, it shook me good there. Alright, actually went over time just a little bit, but oof. That's bad. I actually know for a fact that's down about 2% accuracy on that one. So had a hard time with the vertical motions today. So we're going to move on to the last one, which is one wall, one target. It actually says in the AIMER7 routine that this one's pretty overall useless as an exercise, but he's got it in here since if you're on the beginner routine, it's good to kind of get a foundation built with this exercise. All right, here's the last one. One wall, one target. I'm going to start off slow and just kind of get my bearings. Try and calibrate as well as I can. Ooh, 2 misses on one target. That's not good. I'm definitely slower, but at least the accuracy was still in the 90s. Ooh, very sloppy left mouse control there. Really want to focus on this one on... My personal goals with this one are to make sure I focus my gaze on the target before I move or try to shoot, and then eliminate all the unnecessary curly cueing that I tend to do, like that kind of thing. There's not really any reason to be doing all that. You're wasting time, you know? Just keep it nice, flat, succinct, flick to the target. Try to make it as straight a line as possible. See, there's a couple curly cues. See, I caught myself doing the curly cues. For some reason, sometimes that helps me. I'm not sure what that is. If you're more familiar with aim training than I am, maybe you can let me know down in the comments what that's about, why I do that, maybe why it's helpful, or maybe why it's hurtful. I'd like to know. I'm curious. I feel like the curly stuff kind of helps me right now, but what I'm worried about is that as you speed up and as you get better at it, that it's going to end up hurting you in the long run. I feel like it's a bad habit that you're going to want to avoid training in at the beginning. That's why I really try not to do it. That last round I was kind of doing it to see where I got, and it's pretty similar to when I'm trying to just cut straight lines. So I don't know. Again, if somebody knows a little bit more and is seeing this video, chime in, let everybody know what's going on with that, like which way is better. Does it not hurt, or is it what I fear, and that it's like ingraining a bad habit early? .58. See, that one was pretty low though, but I slowed the speed down a lot. So you kind of have to look at this and then also your score. That's actually 9:58, so that's about time. So that pretty much wraps up a session. I've done 10 minutes and everything, and you kind of see, hopefully, I mean, what the beginner routine's about, and you kind of see somebody like me who's in the midst of the beginner routine doing it, and you kind of see, hopefully that commentary was helpful in seeing kind of what I'm looking at, and some of the things I've read that are things you should look for while you're doing the routine. If I'm doing anything wrong and you happen to know and, you know, are more experienced or have more credibility than me, be sure to mention down in the comments like what's going on. I'm welcome to critiques down there so that I can improve my form. You know, I try to really take any kind of critiques constructively and not let them just be a blow to my ego. I mean, I know I'm not like an aim god or anything, but that's the goal. So I welcome all critiques on things to work on. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. I have no clue what it's going to sound like. I just kind of had the idea to throw this together as I was practicing today. So I'm going to edit it after this. Hopefully it came out all right volume level wise, because I've been really fighting with NVIDIA Shadow Play lately on mic quality, so my mic probably sounds pretty bad. It's probably going to sound kind of compressed. I apologize about that. And B, I'm just kind of working on levels for all my audio and stuff like that. So the visual component, this should be fine, but I'm concerned that the audio is probably not quite mixed very well as I continue to tweak that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this style of video, this live commentary on a practice session. If you did, be sure to let me know down in the comments, and also leave a like, because that'll help me to kind of know what of my content is actually being appreciated and valued by you guys. And those kind of things that you guys do like, I will go more in on and be sure to bring in more of it as we kind of shape the channel over here on YouTube. So anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like if you enjoyed the video, and consider sharing and subscribing, all that stuff, because it's super helpful, helps grow the channel, and helps keep me encouraged to continue moving on with this kind of project in my free time. So thank you guys for watching. This has been HotSauceZee training on Kovaaks doing the AIMER7 beginner routine. I'll see you guys next time.